Yeah, welcome back to the Firehouse for some more Firehouse reasoning. But before I start firing tonight, I would like to give thanks to the musical talents of a group called the Twinkle Brothers. I was out last Friday night at a little concert, Band on the Wall in Manchester. And for those of you who have never heard of the Twinkle Brothers, well, not a teenage group still, but where Rasta is concerned anyway, That's one of I and I favorite groups then, There is no way I could start firing tonight without mentioning the Twinkle Brothers, because it is the rhythm of men like the Twinkle Brothers that has sustained I and I in the struggle in Babylon. And I wouldn't like to name the amount of spiritual hits that the Twinkle Brothers have. In fact, they didn't even play all of them. I will just mention one. Just one of them. Too many to mention, but this one is, you think you wouldn't get away with it. For you, that in Jamaican mean, you thought you would have got away with it. Whatever it is that you've done, you and your friends. You think you wouldn't get away with it. Just like how I've been telling you on the Firehouse that memories recording all things. See what I mean? So that song there fitted excellently. Along with the Twinkle Brother is a rough bassman, Judah. Rough. Dub Judah. And just one tune, But that one tune is enough to, mash down Babylon. And that tune is, Babylon is a trap, is a trap. Yeah, check them rhythms out. The Twinkles are on a miniature tour here of England, they say. Can't remember exactly where they're going. But if you are anywhere in England and you hear of the Twinkle Brother, go along and hear some spiritual vibration, you know what I mean? Open up your eyes a little bit. Well, now that we've given praise to the musician, rootically, we can now go on to the success and failures of life. I've been thinking about this success business, and the failure, and wondering to myself, well, I've always known these kind of things. These people are crazy anyway. But it is good to spend time studying those who are successful in life. People are successful in all kind of things. Some in athletics, some are actors, some are actresses, some are politicians. Whatever they are successful, you have a lot of heroes and a lot of sheroes in your various profession. Now, because I was coming from a music concert, let's start with those who are successful in music. Some of the most successful artists is then. Now, when we study them, those who are the most successful, we find out that what they term success is when they sell a lot of records, as it was, whatever they say. It doesn't matter to them what they sing about, but when a lot of people buy their record, they are successful, so they say, and they are now a star. But the individual, whoever the individual is, who is this star? Michael Elvis, Beyonce, Rihanna, Gaga, whoever the star is, Madonna, it doesn't matter, any one of them. once they achieve this stardom now, or this success that they have been striving for all their life, because they've been made to believe that life is about getting this success. So they have set off in pursuit, doing all manner of things to achieve this success. And now when they get this success, every single one of them, this is my judgment, because I know human beings myself. Don't worry about how I know them without knowing them. It's a paradox. But I know them anyway. So I can guarantee you that every single one of them that achieve this success, when they get it, they are lost. Why are they lost? They always find out that these souls are empty then. That they've got all the success that you've got, when you achieve this success, whatever, be you a footballer, singer, writer, whatever, the success that you've got is material success, where you've achieved the house and the car and the holiday and this thing and that thing, but you've lost yourself. You have no understanding of who you are. You see what I mean? Because you've not been paying attention to your own self. Actually, you have been seeking the career. You know what I mean? And the ambition of success, which when you get it, you find out that this success is doesn't mean anything. So this thing look like it called for then a complete reassessment in life of those who we are calling success and what we deem to be successful. You know what I mean? Maybe we even have to consider what we deem to be beautiful. You understand? Because when I study what seems to be beautiful, like I say, it seems to be when somebody have maybe a straight nose, not as flat as mine, and especially a woman, straight and thing, whatever. I say, yeah, she's beautiful. But is that really beauty? Because just like how I examine those who are chasing the career to be successful, those now who deem themselves beautiful, and those who maybe are not beautiful but are trying to be beautiful, then same thing as a career, they're chasing beauty, what they deem to be beauty. You find out then that because I know these type of human beings very well, male or female, I have the ability to know whether you're male or female. Yeah? You find out then that these beautiful people are actually very ugly. In fact, I can guarantee you, well, unless you have beautiful people living in the bush, they're not bothered about that. But you who like to look in mirrors, you find out them that these type, just like the pop star and them, are some of the most vain human beings. On the grounds that either they themselves think they are beautiful, or other people think they are beautiful. But how can you be beautiful on the ground of looks? You see what I mean? How can you be beautiful on the ground of looks when your look is not you? Paradoxically, because your look is just your body. It's not you. You know what I mean? So yeah, your body might look good. I ain't saying your body don't look good, and I don't like looking at a body that look good. Yeah, fine, But at the end of the day, your body is not you. So you could actually have your body looking good, yet paradoxically, you look very ugly. You see what I mean? So just like those who chase after this career, when they actually achieve the success in this career, they find out that they are empty beings, not worth real. Very few of what you would term beautiful people are actually beautiful. The majority of them are quite ugly, full of vain, you know what I mean? Vanity. So you see how life is when what one terms success here then are, because I am not that educated myself, I just figure out that what man in general mean by success, yeah, is when he's got the house, you know, when he's got the house and the car and the blah blah blah. That's what he deemed to be successful. But is that the purpose of life? You know what I mean? That your life was to be, let's say, a successful scientist. Whatever, I don't know what you might have done in the scientific field. Whatever field of life you've gone into, eh? They say you are a doctor and you get well paid and you have the house and the car and you know. What is your measure of success in life? You know, how do you measure this success as against one who has failed it? Before we go on to the failures of life, I would like to see the benefit of success in life. You know what I mean? But I know what you term, you know, and what other people are chasing for as well. What they term success is the material comforts of life. You know what I mean? So under their terms, then success can be gained at the expense of others then. You know, it doesn't matter if others fail as long as you are successful. Kind of a thing like what they call it, the fittest of the fittest. I'm sure it was a lunatic from this country that come up with that idea about the fit. Charles Darwin. Charles Darluz, not Charles Darwin, Charles Darluz come up with such an idea. You know what I mean? Fit it in your mind about the fittest of the fittest. So you think that life was about achieving success. And no doubt this, you haven't examined, you know, who has laid out this success for you. Or like I say, or have formulated your education. You know what I mean? And give you the goals that you to chase after, yeah? And then when you achieve them, they say, oh yeah, you are very successful, yeah? And many people now are looking up to you and are trying to emulate you. You can now become a role model for the system of idiocity, can't you? All those who are successful in life, I say, seems to me like they are the models for the role models for the system. The system present them as role models. And you are the role models for the rest of those who want to follow idiocy. To follow. You know what I mean? So all you singers, you need to examine carefully. I have warned you over and over about what you're singing about. And who are you a role model for? Every day here you see young Rihanna in the paper. You know what I mean? Obviously she's young, she's been manipulated. But you've got a mind anyway to think for yourself. And those people who are around this young girl, surely they've got a mind. But because they're so greedy for money and they like a bit of the success and being in the limelight as they would see it, they would rather feed her ego and then draw from her then rather than explain to her that this thing is unhealthy for the soul. You know what I mean? Hey, if any one of you pop star ever get to hear this, most of the people around that are hanging around you, they are not genuine, they're not your friends. Because they would never tell you the truth. Probably they can't, they don't know it anyway. They are just there for the, you know? Like when fly see shit. You are the shit and they are the fly. Yeah, man. That's what happened to people when you are successful. And any man who is successful and be honest, if you are a successful man and you are honest, can't you see how the agony you feel, or the loneliness, or you don't know who you are, you don't know what to do with yourself. You know what I mean? Because you are so you have to you have to pretend to be somebody else to be successful. You know? You have to put on an act for your public, which is not you. So how can you be two persons at once? Jekyll and Hyde. Why put yourself through those torments to be successful? What is success? You know what I mean? I don't know why people are afraid of failure. But when we examine, I don't know what type of success we could, any one of these successful people that I should examine, be they a painter, actor, I say footballer, writer. Yeah, we could examine a writer here, very successful, J.K. Rowling. She's a woman. Well, they never pick on the woman. She's very successful here now. I reckon they say her success now, she must have nearly $1 billion up here going now. Yeah? So she's a very successful woman. You know what I mean? And what is the nature of her success? She's written a book, the Harry Potter story. You know, a few of them. And these stories sold in their millions. And now she's a very, what you call successful. You know what I mean? But is that success? Is that what really success is? That you've come into life and you've wrote a story, a fictitious story, no substance in it really. When I say no substance, no spiritual substance, you know, and I'm using whatever it is, still that, you know, not really anyway. And a lot of people, I say people, a lot of other people who are half deluded themselves, I say, bought the book and they all got into, and through that now, she's now been very successful and she's recognized as one of the most successful writers of the modern era. Writing about what? That's what I mean, you know. Is that kind of success really success? Is the success, this is what I mean, what has been laid out in front of humanity, you know, ever since you've been, when you go to school or your university, wherever you go for your learning, who knows where you get your learning from? Yeah? And they are teaching you of how to be a successful human being and the type of careers that you must choose to be successful in. Whether it's accountancy, like my son is studying accountancy, lawyer, doctor, and all this kind of thing. And that is what they are teaching you is going to be successful, you know. The job that you do. No one ain't teaching you about who you are. You've been trained all your life, right? That the job that you do is going to make you successful. So therefore, you have a lot of people, like I'm saying then, they even end up doing things that they don't like. Because they know that if they do that thing, they will be successful. Because the aim of life now is not to be who you are, but to be successful. And you know how shameful it is if you're not successful. Everyone look down on you. They have a term for it in the family. Say you're the black sheep of the family. Become like an outcast if you're not you know, when all the other kids have achieved, when all the other one have achieved, and they've gone to the brainwashing institution and achieve enough brainwashing, and have get enough qualification through the brainwashing to be successful, then the rest of your family could look, not they always look at you as a failure anyway. Well, if you are the least successful, you know, what have you made of your life? You know, look at John next door. Look what John has done. John is very successful. Look at the type of car that John is driving. John even have a hotel down the road that he's building, you know. Oh yes, and look at Thomas as well. He's a doctorate, professor in the university. Very, very successful. But as an idiot studying those who are successful, because if you're not successful, you must be an idiot. It's only an idiot who is not successful in earth. I say. But studying those who are successful, I'm thinking, you might be better off being an idiot rather than being success. Because it seems as if success, right, drive these soul crazy. Because when they get it, they always end up lost. Either end up drug addict, running, going and seeing psychiatrists, all kind of things. Because you must do, because you don't, you've been taught to chase success. You wasn't born as success, were you? You was, people are crazy. You wasn't born as success, so why are you chasing success? You are not success. So you should be chasing what you was born as, which is yourself, you know. Try and know who you are. But you've been redirected to chase success. All of you successful pop star on the planet. Let's deal with the musician. All of you successful pop star, you are fools. You know, the one that are stars I'm on about, you know. And see themselves as stars, and you know, you're a fool. You know, what you should really sing about if you are a musician, you should be singing about what is right and correct. Honesty and truthfulness. If your music is not totally about that, you're an idiot. As a musician, you know. When I say you're an idiot, you're a negative musician. You're not positive. You are just playing music looking for success. Music should not be played looking for success. But music should be played for music, for the love of playing music. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, if when you play the good music and man love it, nothing wrong with success from that. If that's what you call success. And man love your music, you know what I mean? But a lot of you ain't writing honest lyrics like, say, the Twinkle Brothers. You know? You just writing some little, what we call, slacky, tidy lyrics. Just to make some money. And yes, you will be a lot more successful than the Twinkle Brothers. Singing your little perverted music. Because obviously success is running in it. And if you refuse to compromise, like no doubt the Twinkle over the years, refuse to compromise lyrically, so they did not share any of what you would term the success. But those who you think are more successful, no, they're not successful at all. You know what I mean? They are losers. You see, all those who chase after success are losers. You know what I mean? Rather you be a failure. And what do you term failure then? What is it to fail? Is it they usually say you fail if when you enter the brainwashing institution and they give you a test, some test anyway, and you don't pass out through these tests, that you are a failure. Well, I didn't have to go through the process of failing in the system, simply because I think it was a bit by accident or coincidence that I never actually sit any exam in any school at all. I wasn't there long enough, you know what I mean? I was always like in and out of the system, and you know. So I never actually get tested to see whether I was intelligent or not under their system. But under their system, though, I know that I'm a complete idiot. I would not pass any of their tests. Can't pass any of your tests. So in this life, then, I have to term it where rather than being a success then in the world around, I would have to term myself a complete failure in the world around where success is concerned. And you can judge success by a number of means, you know what I mean? Sporting means and financial mean though. As long as you are financially well-to-do, you are considered a success, you know, in society, and you know, whether you are a teacher, or a doctor, or policeman, and all these things. So I am none of these things. So I have to term myself amongst the failures of life. You know what I mean? Rather than the successful. Hold up a drink of water. Now, the benefit of being a failure is that because you are a failure now, then you don't have to. You see, like if you are a failure, you don't have no ambition in it. Because what's the point? You're not going to want to be a singer because you can't sing. You can't want to be no scientist or any of them because you can't do those things. You see what I mean? You can't do nothing, so there is no benefit then in being a failure. You're not going to get any success. You see what I mean? When you are a failure. But from the failure point of view then, what is failure? Because failure now is being judged as according to those who are successful then, you know what I mean? When we haven't achieved like those who are successful, they are the one who is saying that, well, your position is that of the failure. So as a failure now, I'm saying then that the failure side of things, you know what I mean, where you don't achieve anything, and because you don't achieve anything now, you can't have any ambition in it. Because how can a failure have ambition? Bruce, give me a second. How can a failure have ambition? You know what I mean? You can't have any ambition when you fail. You know what I mean? You are distracting, Bruce. When you fail them way there, you know, you can't have any ambition. So as a failure now, I don't have any ambition. You know what I mean? No ambition at all. Why would I want? Because if you have ambition, you're going to want to be something. And failures are nothing. So as a failure, I don't want to be anything. You see what I mean? Now if you don't want to be anything, it that means you are opting out. It's like going to school and dropping out. You must have could call it we are out of the rat race. You see what I mean? So those who are failure don't have to be in any competition. You know what I mean? And from you're not in any competition, you can't be in any. You're not going to be jealous of anyone with anything, because failures are not bothered, innit? About one thing, you know, what the successful, success, right? Opposite of success is failure. So it's like positive and negative. If you are positive, you have nothing to do with negative, innit? So if you're a failure, you can't have nothing to do with success or any of the ambition that success might aim for. Failure don't do that. Failure is a complete. Well, because people don't love failure, they've never lived long enough and wallow enough to know what failure was like in this world, what it was to fail, and don't have any ambition. You see what I mean? So no one knows if there is any glory in failure. Well, yeah, I know that there is glory in failure. Well, happy to report that there is glory in failure, because I fail. I've never qualified at anything in school, like I keep repeating. I haven't got any trade. I haven't got no skill. I'm not a musician, I'm not a singer. I can't play no instrument. You know what I mean? So, under the terms of those things, I am a failure. You know what I mean? And yet I find myself that I am quite happy to be a failure. You know? Why would you want to be successful anyway? Where are you going to take success? You know what I mean? Okay, you might have a statue put up like a C. Fergie have one out of Manchester, but he ain't going anywhere with that, is it? Is that success? Like I repeat before, when you have a statue built of you, yeah? And books written about you. I even see, who was it in the paper the other day, said they want to, it's this Robbie Williams, one more of these egoistic singer here in England, saying he want to cement his legacy. You know? You want to leave your legacy. And brethren singing pure idiotic music, you know? A proper egoist. But the egoists always want to leave the legacy. Don't worry about the legacy that you leave in, Mr. Successful Man. You should be worried about where you're going, you and your success. You know? You spend all your life. I even watched some more successful man the other day, the Rolling Stones. Keep on rolling. Don't stop, man. You keep rolling. Keep rolling along and singing those idiotic songs. And be very successful, yeah? And champagne, have your image and leave your image and how great your image is, yeah? Yeah. And all your life you've been pretending. Never spend a day trying to find out who you are. You've been rolling all along like a stone, being the rebel you are, yeah? For your fans. Just pretending. Can't be your real self, you know? Just putting on a show for the fans. But don't worry, you won't be rolling, you're rolling right on to death. That's where you are rolling to, my friend. All you superstars who are basking in the light. Oh, you like being stars, do you? Anyway, you enjoy this basking in the light and the praises of the fans. These, because the only people who are praising you like that and chasing after you are people who, like I say, are not yet awake. You know, these are people who are successful like yourself, or have the desire to be successful. And paradoxically, like I say, successful people are idiots. All those who are aiming for success on the planet are idiots. And all those who lived their life before and their ambition was to aim for success live an idiotic life. A wasted life anyway. Real foolish, you know what I mean? And when you think, like I say, when you see them, you can tell how stupid they are as well. Some of them even cry. You know, if the Queen called them to give them a piece of metal, telling them that it was the the MB or the sir or whatever it is that they're giving away to them, telling them that it's a career achievement, you know. Like I say, the system like to patronize, and I don't call it patronize, or pay tribute to those who are successful in helping the system carry on the idiotic behavior of deceiving human beings. And those who help the most, like I say, well, you see, well, I think even Jimmy Savile, they give it to, because he helped with a lot of this thing. But anyway, and some of them, when they don't get the reward, you know, for you hear them, oh, I should have got a sir so long. I think Bruce Forsyth get one now. Poor man was waiting a long time. The man life ambition for the Queen to give him a piece of metal. Imagine that though. That's why I say successful people must be real crazy, isn't it? That. Imagine what you term to be successful, yeah? Say you're acting in 40 movie and I don't know what you did. You acting in 40 movie and thing. Yeah? Or whatever you're doing, and are you paint some painting, and then one day the Queen or the government call you and say, oh yeah, you painted some nice picture, you know, the people, and here is your sirhood now, you know, or here is IMB, and you're crying, and your it's the height of your achievement now in life, your ambition. You really feel if there is any sense in creation, which there is, yeah, that the purpose of your life, human being, is to come here, yeah, and to to do this career thing, whatever it is that they are telling you. Do your best to reach, and when you reach the top there now, and when one of them, whoever, start recognize you and give you a Grammy or Oscar, whatever they make up, who knows, Peace Prize, anything, and give it to you. And now you say, this is the cream and the cake then that you have achieved in life. You know what I mean? And then the system itself, those around, write books and publish and say how good you was and all that. But like I'm telling you, you know, all of the beings, I always say all of them, that the system portray to you as heroes are zeros. They're zeros because they live their life conforming to the system. And they sing the songs, eh? They sing the songs, or act in the movie, or play the games, or do whatever, eh? That the system want to keep you in ignorance. And they get well rewarded for this. Those who keep their fellow human beings, I say, in ignorance, whether through acting, singing, whatever field they are in, as long as they are helping to keep, if you are good at keeping people in ignorance, the system reward you well, move you up. You know what I mean? The reason why Rahana is all over the paper and all over everywhere, because she can influence a lot of young female and a lot of perverted men mind to keep them perverted and the young brainwash, you know what I mean? So she can spread a lot of sickness. The more sickness you can spread, the more deluded you are away from yourself, the more they will grant you the publicity to influence, because they want now the majority of people to follow these what they're calling role models. And they're role models, role idiots. You know, any one of the role idiots you can follow. Well, anyway, while we're going on them lines and talking about the success of life, you know, I don't call it the success, I call it the idiocy of life, you know, and what they, because I say that all of the successful people in this life are idiotic people, and all those who are aiming for those kind of success are fools, 'Cause you can't, it's literally right that this place is run by devils. And it is the devil that devises everything here. And it is the devil that is giving you what is success. It is the devils that set up the rules and regulation that you are living under. And as an intelligent human being created by God, you still cannot see this. And if any man is listening and cannot see, the reason why you cannot see, because your heart is dirty. You need to, what you say, go and get a fresh. Go and freshen up. That reminds me, when I was in the dance there the other night, a man was in the dance, the man stinks, man, smell frozen. So, brethren, you want a whole of fresh. So, all you human beings who are chasing after success, that's what you need. You need to go and have a bath. Go and get a fresh. Not of your physical body though, of your dirty mind. Your dirty, corrupted mind need to be cleansed out. Anyway, here what I man is going to do now. While we cleanse out the dirty, corrupted mind of those who are successful. I want you to go and scrub your mind while we fire out from firehouse. See? Fade in and fire out. Rastafari. Live it.